Hi, I'm Casey Calvert.
I'm Leanna Lovings.
I'm Corey Chase.
I'm Bree Mills, and you're listening to the Adult Time Podcast. So this is a game called Overrated or Underrated.
All right.
Oh, it could also just be rated.
Just
if
regular
you're
rated.
feeling neutral
Okay.
about it. Okay, so I'm going to read out a few different things, and you're going to give me your expert opinion on whether it is overrated or underrated.
Got it.
And let us start with ink. So matching couple tattoos.
Underrated.
Okay. Why?
You know, it's just horny. There's something really horny about it, and it's so like it's kind of a bad idea, but something about it, because it's a bad idea, ends up being a good idea. You know, to me, it's just kind of like, yeah, you live once, like full send.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
So I personally like it, but if you have too many. Like, if you have 3 different names on you, like, perhaps...
It becomes like a graveyard of past relationships. Yeah,
exactly.
So do you, now obviously you've got a lot of tattoos. Do you have any that signify any special someones in your past?
I have 2 matching tattoos. One with an ex-best friend.
Yeah.
And another one with an ex.
Yeah. Okay, so but this is, it might not be as obvious, but I also have a good number of tattoos. And I've always looked at it, because you know how people, especially those that haven't had tattoos, will always use the excuse of, I don't know if I'm going to regret it. Mm-hmm. I always use the mentality that I might look back on it and be like, ooh, but it represents a place in time.
Oh, 100%.
And it's like kind of the illustrations of my story,
100%.
right?
Like, I got a matching tattoo with my ex, and then we broke up like 4 months later.
Yeah.
You know, it's the only like real matching like name tattoo I have. So I don't really care about it. Cause to me, I was like, yeah, I was in a place and it just felt like the right thing to do, you know? But for him, it's the only tattoo he has.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
So he has my name real big on his ribs as the only tattoo.
Yeah.
And he's always like, it's so crazy that you got me tattooed. I was like, no, it's crazy that you did that. Because I'm tattooed enough where like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't stand out as much.
Where like this is the only tattoo you have.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy.
Ooh, so underrated because there's like that sort of like sexy thrill about how slightly reckless it is. But also, you know, that it represents a part of your story.
Yes.
But maybe you need to be strategic.
100%.
Yeah.
And also like don't get ugly things. Yeah. You know, like keep it simple.
Yeah.
Like keep it to like a pretty little name or something. You start adding way too many elements, and then it's like, what is going on?
Yeah. You don't want something you can regret on multiple levels.
Right.
Like beyond just the fact
one
that
regret is enough.
Yeah. So I mean, I've never been so bold as to get an ex's name tattooed, and I think that might be where my like impulsiveness / conscience kind of battle each other. But I do have like my wife and I, and you know, we've been married for almost 10 years. So like so far it's worked out. We each wrote in each other's handwriting a tattoo, like a line from a poem we like. And so we have that. So at least I feel like if that goes bust, I will know that she has written on me forever, but it doesn't necessarily like translate when anybody looks at that, oh, that's your ex's hand.
I feel like the issue is how other people perceive it. And I think it's more that, you know, like me and my ex have been broken up. And like, I was just having this conversation yesterday where I was like, yeah, I think for women who are meeting you, that's probably, you know, like you take your shirt off.
Yeah, it's a flag.
And you have a giant tattoo of another woman's name.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but he's like, oh, I don't care, you know?
Yeah.
But I think it's more about, for some reason, other people's optics when it comes down to getting tattoos.
That's very true. So yeah, underrated, but with some you have to be
with guidelines.
With guidelines.
Yes.
Underrated with guidelines. I like that. Okay. All right. The next one. This is going to like a completely different subject. Glamping.
Glamping. Okay. I've only done this once.
Okay.
I would say rated, I guess. I don't think I wouldn't say underrated. I feel like people love glamping.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be quite popular these days.
Like, so I think it's accurately rated.
Yeah. But you said you went once. What was your experience?
It was in Tunisia.
Okay, well, okay.
Yeah, so we had power.
Yeah.
We had electricity. It was a full-on tent with beds. And it was me and my best friend, so we wanted a little bit more of a special experience. So we actually pulled our beds out. And so our heads were like out of the tent. And that was really special because we're in the Sahara, like looking at the stars. Yeah,
that is a definition of glamping that I don't know if our team, when preparing these questions, was prepared for. Although knowing how much you travel, they probably were.
The non-glamorous part of that was, obviously we're in a tent, so we don't have showers. So you have to walk through the desert to get to the showers. And then after you finish, you have to walk through the desert to get to your tent. Yeah. Which that was not very glamorous. No. I did not feel very clean.
Yeah, there's not much glam in the walk of shame to and from the toilet. All right. Monogamy. Underrated, overrated, rated.
Underrated. Yeah. There's this like trend to hate on monogamy, I think. And unfortunately, I feel like I've always been more monogamous than not. Like, I wish I was cool enough to want to be poly and have a million partners, but it's too much work. It's really down to that. I think it's so much work to maintain relationships. And I've just always felt like I don't think I have it in me to have, I don't know, like quality relationships, but with multiple people, and it's something that I kind of don't like about myself. Like, I wish I was one of those cool girls that could just date a bunch of people. But I feel like, unfortunately, when I have feelings for someone, I'm like, I kind of just want to fuck you,
I mean, I feel exactly the same way.
Yeah.
And obviously within, just the culture today and even within like the community in which we both like work, like there are a lot of people that have different kinds of relationships, a lot of people that are poly. And so I absolutely respect that. But my brain is so hardwired that if I like you, like I like you. Yeah. So, and the idea of having multiple partners to me is terrifying. Yeah. It's like a terrifying prospect.
I just feel like there's so much management involved. Yeah. Like when you're dating someone, you know so much about them, about what their day looks like. And I can't imagine having 3 separate people that you're like, oh, what is their schedule? Are they working today? Oh, they have a flight. Like, it just seems like a lot.
Yeah. And since, I know that you came from a corporate background, and I also, my day job is working, in a corporate environment, and management is hard. Yeah. And you don't want to take on more management than you need. You need to structure that management.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. So underrated. For all of you monogamists out there, no, you are not alone. Connie and I are with you. And for all of you poly people out there, you are definitely cooler than us, and we respect you, but respect us back. Okay. The next thing on the overrated, underrated list, I don't even know what this is. So maybe you know, and you can just educate me.
Okay.
Sex playlists. I guess that's music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sex playlists.
Overrated.
Yeah.
It's something about it gives like you don't fuck normally or something.
Super
like
cringe.
It's just like it gives like I'm 15 and I prep for this,
Which was the last time I played music, during a sexual.
Yeah, I'm like, if we're having sex, I'm not like, okay, hold on. Let me put on a playlist. Like we're fucking,
Yeah, and then if the playlist is too contrived, like once the playlist goes on, right? Like either you're the one who's prepared the playlist, in which case like you've curated those tracks. Like you feel like these are the tracks that are going to set the vibe. But as soon as you press play, like you become instantly responsible for whether those songs land or not.
You're like thinking.
But like I would get like I feel the same way. Like if I'm like, oh, you got to watch this video, and then I put the video on. That's the second I realize like, oh, this is taking too long. Oh, this is like maybe not as good as I thought.
It'll pick up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So me like driving the sex playlist, I would get instantly self-conscious about. Plus my choices for the sex playlist like are probably not
Glee.
You know what? No, it would be like Careless Whisper. It would be Wham! Careless Whisper.
I don't even know what that is.
No, it's well, I mean, listen, it's very sexy.
Okay.
But it's not cool.
Okay.
And most people would be like, I gotta go. So.
It's also like how long is this playlist, right? Because after your playlist is over, it's just gonna start serving you music.
Yes. Yeah.
And so like, how curated is this?
Yeah.
Because I've actually had sex to some of the worst music you can possibly think of.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you're getting it on.
Sweet Caroline.
That's great. That's amazing.
Yeah. Don't.
Did you put it on or was it? Did someone else put it on or was it just on?
It just started playing.
Yeah.
And then it's just, I'm like, why am I getting pounded out while I hear ba, 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 you know?
But herein lies the truth about sex playlists, right? Is like, yeah, if somebody consciously put that on, it's a boner kill, no matter who's got the boner. But if it just comes on naturally, like I have had sex to some of the strangest background sounds because they just happen to be on TV.
Right.
Or like where, you're like cats meowing in the other room or something. So you should have the ability to tune everything out. And as soon as those sounds start creeping in, like the true crime documentary or whatever was playing in the background.
She was killed.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
stabbed 57 times. You're like,
So I think I would agree overrated unless you are just so confident that your music is going to be like that perfect.
But I feel like that's like a character flaw in itself. Like, who cares about you're like, you know what? I'm going to impress. Yeah. I'm really doing something. Like, just have sex.
Yeah, true. Yeah, impress with the sex.
Yeah.
Not with the sex playlist. Okay, last up. This is something that should be hotly debated. Wearing pajamas in public. So, first of all, do you ever wear pajamas in public?
I don't wear pajamas. What are pajamas? I sleep naked like any normal
There you
person.
go. Throw that question right out.
Yeah.
So I'm taking it that would be highly overrated because pajamas in themselves are highly overrated.
I mean, like, I don't wear pajamas, but I also don't really wear like stuff like that out. I don't even really wear leggings. Mm-hmm. Which is, that's very controversial.
Yeah. Is it, so like you're going on a plane or you're doing like a travel day? Because I know you do a lot of that. So what's the fit for those days?
I might do a legging. I think I'm more like sweatpants for that. Mm-hmm. But just like, I'm not a throw a legging on, run errand person.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something, I've always been really, conscious about presenting myself a certain way when I go outside. So it's like one of those things.
Yeah, so you probably would not wear pajamas in public.
No,
that wouldn't be your vibe. I feel like I live in pajamas, but I also kind of equate sweatpants with pajamas. Okay. So, but that's, yeah. But I also am at this point, like this is what you get every day. I'm just
adult.
I'm just a mascot.
Just merch.
Timmy and I are just the unofficial mascots. Yeah, just
to
merch.
be fair, I feel like in the industry we get so much merch that I end up wearing merch the majority of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
To the point where someone one time was like, we get it. We get it. You're a porn star. You don't have to wear the merch. I'm like, I'm not doing it for
like these are my clothes.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just that they give me a lot of stuff and it's actually pretty comfortable.
Yeah. No. And there's like a good within the industry. There's some like good, merch coming out. Like it's a game at this point. Between us companies, like who can be innovative on the merch side. So and you guys get to have the fruits of all of that and wear it out. So
endless porn clothes.
Yeah, exactly. And I heard, speaking of merch, you're now walking away with a new water bottle. Yes. But tell everyone the story of what happened.
Where was I? I think I was in Africa, but I left this water bottle, not this exact one, but one that I lost. And I was so sad about it. I live and die by this water bottle. It's just so perfect and convenient. And it's been about a month without this water bottle, but she got a replacement.
There you go.
Thank
there
you,
go.
Time.
Okay, so that was a very, very, very lively game of underrated, overrated. Thank you.